Selena Gomez.
I cannot eat rabbit. It freaks me out. It makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Well, that's because eating rabbits is wrong. In fact, causing harm to or killing animals in general is wrong, which is why being vegan is the right thing to do. The thing is, Selena wasn't raised or conditioned to eat rabbits, which is why she can now objectively see that eating rabbits is wrong. The same applies for many of us when it comes to the consumption of dogs as well. But the thing is, just because we're taught to consume certain species of animals doesn't make doing so the morally right thing to do. In fact, it's important that we are consistent and recognize that in the same way that harming rabbits and dogs is wrong, harming and killing lambs, chickens and cows and the other animals we eat is wrong as well.
I cannot eat.
So, brothers and sisters, that was Ed Winters. Hope you're having a good Sunday morning. Noon here in America, in the central part of the country. So, a little bit of green, and I went on a buying spree. Like I said, I wasn't going to. Well, I said I was going to buy a little, but got a little carried away. What did I buy? Well, I even bought more this morning. Benke, a bunch this weekend. Velo, I just can't help. I'm just loading because, well, for one reason only, right? I think it's going to explode eventually. I believe it'll have its turn, whether it's a month or 6 months. Right, especially Benke, I think when Avalanche really takes off, which it's done well, but once it really takes off, gets to $100, Benke will do exceptionally well. Look into it. I've discussed it many times. Check it out. Bought more Velo, bought more Ando yesterday and today. Bought more Anchor today. I had quite a bit, and I'm not sure why I did, but I don't love the token supply. I'll go over these in a few, but bought a bunch more of that. Yesterday bought more Velo. Yesterday bought a bunch more Cody. Thursday bought more Cody as well. So, what can I tell you? I like what I like, right? And I do want to buy more Ando today, to be honest with you. So, banter bubbles here. What do we got? Nothing too crazy. Stacks, that just needs to do its thing. Proppy up today too. We'll check out a couple of those and a few. All right, as we get here, it's a little better gains and some of the more risky. It's a joke, but whatever you can make money in. Bat, we got to get Bat up to $1. That's all I care about. Even 70 cents, I'll be good. That'll be a lot of money for me. But Bat will definitely, in my view, get to at least $1 this run, if not more. But it moves slow. Every run moves slow. But it's a good project, believe it or not. I won't go heavily into it, but it's your browser. It's your Brave browser. Been around a long time. Moves very slow, as I mentioned. Let's look into the 300s. There's your Velo. 29, pushing it. I wanted to buy more at 23, but I was slowly inking in 500 here, 1,000 here, on what I was doing. Even on Benke, I do a couple hundred, then $50 and 25 to around, let's say I'm at a uneven number and I want to get it to, the even number. I'll do $25 to get it there, and then what do? Another 1,000, another 25, another 50, another 100. It's an addiction, I guess, but I love it. Better than going to the boats or casinos, which I never do. So Velo's looking great. So is Arrow. Arrow's at least was this morning doing quite well. Let's go deeper. Crappie just killing it. This is one that's annoying me that I didn't get in earlier. There's a million of them, right? I'm sure you guys have it too. But this one's kind of bothering me. Why? I love I like the project. I like the aspect of it. I like where it's going to go, and I believe it's going to, if the real world asset narrative keeps going hard, this is going to do very well, in my view. I just wish it was cheaper. I mean, $2.50 is very cheap, but not when you were going to buy it much cheaper. So we'll see what happens. I'm not saying I'm not going to get into it, but look at that. It's been a good month. Been a good month for it. Even better year, right? But what hasn't gone up over the year? Even the crappy ones like AMP and all that are making their way. Only one that really hasn't in a big way is ADA. I guess ADA has done okay since the 20 some cents bottom, but ADA, BAT, Basic Attention Token, and a few others. And I'm kind of talking about my portfolio. So, if you're on here, if you could share, that would be wonderful. Got 120 today subscribers. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate all of you, all the old timers and new guys and gals coming. Brothers and sisters, you're most welcome. Ask me anything you need, anything you want. If you could share, like, put on notifications. These are things I never say in my videos, but I'm told to start saying it. Like, subscribe, share, and put on your notifications. Most importantly, though, those are important, I guess, but I want to grow the community. Most importantly, ask me questions if there's anything you need. Let me know. Bitcoin, 70K. I will tell you this. We have some serious shorts above us. Okay? It would be wonderful if we hit those tonight. All right, back down. Getting some serious resistance there. That's okay, but if we can get to 71, 72, let's see if we hit those shorts. It could be significant. Possible. A small dip in alts if that happens. Many alts will go along right with it, but people may rush in to buy Bitcoin. That's kind of the mentality of many people. They sell out of their alts to jump into Bitcoin, which I think is a big mistake. It's great to have Bitcoin, but not buying it at these levels. So, but what does happen sometimes is you'll hit those shorts and everything pops up, and then some alts will sell off and people rush into Bitcoin and know that they made a mistake. Then money comes out of Bitcoin and into the alts. But it could all, if we hit those shorts, we could run up together. We'll just have to see. But don't be surprised if some of your stuff sells off a little bit. It may not happen, but sometimes it does. It'd be great if we can get back up there. It's really, trending towards it. You have to understand why we're doing well is we've had a couple rough weeks and people are, it's oversold. And we don't have the ETFs pushing us down right now. We don't have Powell and the stock market pushing us down. So it's the weekend, right? Tomorrow, any bad news or any good news in the economy could push us right down. Why? Because we all know this. Because people are scared of not lowering interest rates. That is just panic. Look, I've been in the market for 100 years. I was in the stock market and the bond market for ever. But I was 21 until I was in at 30. And it's just panic, panic, panic. There's no rhyme or reason. Sell, sell, buy, buy. And I handled all the large banks back then. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Refco, Lehman Brothers, Shearson, Lehman when they combined, Morgan Stanley. So it's just panic. Don't panic sell and don't panic buy. You kind of want to do what I did this weekend, and you load up a little. That's take advantage of these. We could go much lower, and that's when I DCA. If you don't have a bunch of money, I have a ton of money on the side waiting for this, so it's not an issue. And also, I buy in Coinbase, right? I have Coinbase One. I get 10K a month free, and I have 1,000 here, 5,000 here. I don't like to do 10,000 all at once because it blows my wad, and I like to do 25, 50. All those commissions eat up. $2 here, $6 here for commission. $17 for commission, then $100 for commission. So all those fees add up big time. So it's a great. If you don't have Coinbase One, let me know. I will send you a link. It is so worth it if you use it. If you use Coinbase, you got to use that for it. I think I paid $300 for the year. and it's worth every penny. I've already gotten out of it what I needed, what I put into it. It's already paid for itself within the first couple months. It's great. So it's going, Coinbase the best. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. The way I do crypto, this and Kraken are the best for the way I do it. I don't do airdrops. I don't do bridges. I don't do dexes. I recommend learning all that stuff, and I'm not the guy for that. For you, I don't like it. I don't like paying the gas fees. I don't like the risk. Trust me, when you're sending stuff off on these bridges and everything, you're praying that it works, right? You send a test run over and you please did it work, and then you got to wait 10 minutes sometimes or 15 minutes. It's scary. Anyone who tells you it isn't, they're lying to you. Everyone gets a little like, ooh, did I do the right address? Because if you don't do the right address, bye-bye, all of it's gone. So, Aerodrome. Yes, wants to get to $2. Who wishes they bought a ton more at 8 cents? Who wishes, right? This is that next best play with that, right? It's the big brother. Is it going to do this? I don't know. But look at the market cap. And look at the market cap. But unfortunately, this has many more circulating supply, not only here, but to be released. So something to keep in mind. Look at Proppy doing wonderful. Great play. I'm telling you, this is a great play. People looking for things to get into the RWA look strong at Proppy. I think it's very good. And I'm not even in it. My big plays are Goldfinch and Ondo. Yeah, I know. You're probably sick of Ondo coming out of my mouth, but you know what? I talk about things that I'm interested in and that I own, right? What I say is not going to push up the price, but it's I truly believe in. I only buy things for the most part that I truly believe in. I have a bunch of shit stuff that I don't, but I don't talk about those. I don't talk about Bonk and some other, XRP or Cardano. I try not to talk about it too much, even though I think I'll get a buck out of it. Another one, Polystorm, I think is great. Circuits of Value, though, same old story. I know this is my biggest risk play. I have a ton of this, much lower than this. It'll be about 10K every penny it goes, if it gets to a penny, right? Look at this. I hate the tokenomics of this, but I did it as basically a meme coin that, that's how I did it, and I'm hoping the confusion of this, because it's close to the JP Morgan coin name-wise, so people get mixed up and sometimes buy this instead. To me, you can spend very little, even though I spend a good amount, spend very little to get a ton. So in regards to the gamble, that's my meme coin. I don't do meme coins except for Bonk, and I just have it. This is my meme coin. All right, PNG, looking good. Threshold, I'll buy more of this if it gets down to 3 again. I have a ton of it there. Otherwise, I'm good. So we're going to have to see what happens this week. Fetch, I'm staying away from all of the other AIs, except, this is going to combine, the three projects, so I'm not doing anything with it. And, fortunately, I sold my Fetch a while ago. And I called it around 7 to 10 cents. But, hey, as long as I've been doing this and, you screw up here and there and you make bad calls. It's about, you sell when you shouldn't. I'm telling you, last cycle I sold a couple times where I went against everything all my standards, and I went against it a couple times, and it didn't hurt me, but it was a stupid move. I tell you not to panic sell. I did in the last market a couple times, and one time, but it was a pretty bad flash crash, and I got out of a couple coins. Ethereum was one of them, and I made money on it, but I should have held on and bought more. It dipped down very fast, and should have bought more. Helium's a great project. We'll see where it goes from here, though. It's still a low market cap. It's almost $1 billion. I think we could probably see, $30 on this. I would think. Don't have any though. I don't like to throw out prices, but this is just my thoughts of what I think we could see. I don't know though. Wonder if Render's going to get another leg up. I'm out of OP. I'm out of Arbitron. Those are 2 coins I'm definitely not into. Cody, it's not doing great. I have a ton of it at, I think 5, 6 cents. Yeah. And I've been loading up at 16, and I bought some at 21 cents a few weeks ago. I think it's going to have another run up. I like the tokenomics. My goal is to get $1 out of this. And it could definitely surpass that in the heat of the bull run. Hoping we get to there, right? Hopefully we get an altcoin season. I did want to buy Rarible that I never bought. That was just another one that I was on the sidelines for. There was a lot of good stuff. On the loser side, I have a ton of this. Nothing taking too hard of a hit except for the ones I would never think of. But Goldfinch I just mentioned taking a little bit of a hit. It's okay. I'm in at $1. This is one to look at and keep your eyes on. People are starting to talk about it now. I've been in it for a long time, and now with the RWA, people are talking about it. The volume has picked up. Like I said, it used to do a couple 100,000. I think we got 100 million total cap of supply. I still haven't looked at when that stuff's coming out, but releases. But I think this is a good play if RWA catches more steam. Look at Rarible. So keep an eye on Goldfinch. And this is struggling to get back into the 90s. Down a little bit, but nothing crazy. Not loving the volume. That's horrible. Better than it was, when it was 1 million, but this is not good. This should be doing 50 million every day. And when it does, it shoots up. So on a big run, it'll shoot up. It's holding strong in the 70s and 80-cent area. So that's powerful for me. But why? Because there's not a ton of volume. So there's not a ton pushing it down and not a ton pushing it up. Near and scale too. Two big ones I have, and they're just, this got up to 7 and just kind of humming along, right back down. Scales volume needs to pick up as well. There was something I was going to look at. Let's see how volume is. I don't know if that's right. Okay, so it says 68 billion. Let's see what the spread is. 58. That's a 10 billion spread there, right? So could be worse. People are buying Bitcoin. People are buying some alts. That's where that volume's coming from this weekend. People are sick of being oversold, and they're taking advantage of it. They truly are. Are you guys? What are you guys doing? Are you buying anything? Do you have the money to buy it? If not, what are you doing to get it? We don't have a ton of time. If we're going to get a true bull run, we have the halving coming up. If we're going to get a true parabolic run eventually, you got to have money ready. And yeah, you also, you don't want to be careful about selling losers to get in projects that you think are going to jump, because that usually ends up bad. That comes from experience, knowing, your coin's not moving. Let's take XRP or Cardano or Cody's been, stagnant, AIOZ, a few others. It's just, things take time, they consolidate, and then interest comes back and boom, they go. The concern is when you sell out, let's say for a loss, and you throw into something, usually then that project zooms up and the one you just got in is selling off because you bought it in the green and it's been, cruising. Not now. I'm talking about when we get there, when we get into the parabolic bull run. Sometimes you're going to feel like your projects are not moving. You have 10, 20 projects, 5 projects, whatever it may be. And you feel like everyone's making a ton and you're not. Just be patient, pay attention. Watch me, watch, some of the people you trust. And only watch the people you trust, right? Take the other crap with a grain of salt. The guys who are just, who I've talked about a million times, who are just in it for themselves and in it for, total entertainment. And for their sponsors, like, Wendy, I have to say, is the worst now. look at her videos. Holy cow, it's just sponsor, sponsor, sponsor. Her videos are just sponsor. I'm seeing that with everyone, but be careful with that. Are they making you money? If they're not helping you make money and answering your questions, don't bother with them. I mean, you want to have them on for entertainment, but if they're just reading you the news, you don't need to listen to 50 channels for that. Right? I'm not going to sit here and read the news. I get it from other channels, to be honest with you. So I would say we'll have to see what happens today. I think today is a good buying day. If we break into the 70s, like I said, you could see a very good Sunday for us. And it could happen overnight when the rest of the world wakes up, when we go to bed. And I might be talking to the rest of the world. Welcome. Things happen, right? I went to bed the other week and woke up and AIOZ doubled, and Ondo, and many others. And so you just never know when it's going to happen. Of course, the market's doing well. Look what isn't, right? And this is pathetic. Cardano, and they're like tied to each other. They're like a stable coin to each other. They're two most pathetic projects, and Polygon, and I own them all, and I believed in them. I can't even listen to Charles Hoskinson talk anymore. He irritates the hell out of me, and I got nothing good to say about Ripple and XRP. Not going to trash them. I'm just frustrated. I've had them for so long. I'm just, I was never a maxi with them or true. I do have to say I believed in them, that they were going to do well for us, and they don't have our interest in mind at all. So, would I ever recommend buying this? No. No. Polygon, no. Everyone will tell you, Discover Crypto and all these channels, that it's undervalued and it's going to have its turn to pop. I don't think so. I think it could see a few dollars, but that's it. Who cares? Crap. Even if it's all $10, which I don't think it will. It didn't last time. Didn't last bull run. So, Nordic Cardano. Cardano, if $3 it would be my opinion. I mean, it could do 10, but in my opinion, $3 XRP. $3, I don't know. Why is it not $1 at this point? So, don't concern yourself with that. I think Polkadot's going to have its day in the sun too, and that will be good. I don't have a ton of it, but I'm diversified. Don't have any link. I don't care. I think it's a great project, but why isn't it $50, $60, right? So it's had its huge run up. In the heat of the market, it'll do well, but it's not going to make you rich unless you putting in a couple $100K. If you're going to put in $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, I highly do what you want. In my opinion, I would not recommend it. This will not make you rich. Let's say you have $4,000 or $5,000. This will not make you rich. This will not make you rich. Everyone keeps saying $30, $40 near. I mean, that's gonna be tough to get there. I hope so. God, I have it at $1, but it's already got a huge market cap, and I think it's gonna be tough. Same with Stacks. Stacks, I think, is awesome, but it's been very disappointing the last few weeks to a month. But that's normal. Like I said, not everything goes straight up. There's capitulation, there's consolidation, there's accumulation, and I don't know what mode that's in right now. I would stay away from that. I think IMX has had kind of its big run. I think it will do well in the parabolic stage, and I keep saying parabolic stage. That's a hope, right? We didn't get it last time. It's a hope. I mean, we got somewhat of one, but not like we should have. As we know, it was cut short for many reasons. People are calling for $1 H bar. I would bet no on that. I would definitely bet no on that. Look at the supply. It would take a big run and a ton of cash in H bar to do that. Now, I'm in it. It's 6 cents or 7 cents, something like that. Barely any, and I would never buy any more. Injected is one of mine that I just have because I think it's going to go to $100 to $150, and I don't have a ton of it, but I got enough to make $30,000 to $40,000. Casper, I'm not in. I think it will do well. Graph, I think we could see a buckish. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my out. So, what are you guys doing? Let me know. I think today will be a good day. Are you making any moves? I have a lot of people buying Velo and Ando. They're reaching out to me. I love them. I think, I don't know how high it's going to go, but I want to accumulate 10,000 more, and it's not moving. It's kind of had, as you can tell, the moon peak back down, so it's definitely an accumulation zone. As you see, all the RWAs right now stagnant except for Proppy. That one's kind of making a move. Let's see what we only can move so much until we see what happens during the week. That's when the big money starts flowing in or out. Hopefully in. Right. This has had its big run up. It's doubled. And it's done well. What moves it? Not a ton of volume, but as I mentioned before, circulating supply. So if you guys need a Tangem Wallet, I don't like to show anything, but this is pretty good. Only one I use, honestly, is Tangem Wallet. Go ahead and go to my site and use this, or don't. It's up to you. I don't want to be a shiller. But if you do it, use that code. Whatever I get from them, I will be helping these guys here in some fashion. So here on my main page is this. There, please watch Dominion. Please watch this. Let me know your thoughts. And thank you so much for jumping in. I want to go over a few things either later today or tomorrow in regards to the market and why I'm going to sell everything except for Bitcoin. I'm going to sell everything. Not anytime soon, but I'm going to go over my reasoning. So let me know if you have any questions. Please comment and share, turn on notifications and like. Thanks.